Releasing Nnamdi without referendum won't end agitation in Southeast. Obidibo speaks. And of course, releasing him without everything he endured, he's coming out and you're telling him what he's asking for. The equality or equity is asking for, or the cessation at this point, because I don't even think they're even asking for equity among, all geopolitical zones. The news in detail, please. Elder statesman Chike Obidibo has warned politicians, especially those from the southeast, against further compounding the troubles of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB Nnamdi. He regretted that some Igbo political elites are going about the demand for the release of the embattled IPOB leader the wrong way, stressing that the overzealous politicians are acting out of ignorance and mostly in self-aggrandizement. According to the elder statesman, the issues around Kanu and his leadership of IPOB are not easy as politicians think, adding that releasing Kanu without granting referendum to IPOB may not address the cessationist agitation or the crisis in the zone. In a statement made available to Newsport Sunday, Obidibo, who is the president of Osisioma Foundation, noted that the delicate nature of Kanu's incarceration requires quiet diplomacy to achieve political solution, without politicizing its release the way they are going about it. While identifying the salient complication around the IPOBs with their forceful rendition and consequent incarceration, the Anambra-born elder statesman said Britain loud silence about Kanu's predicament raises a large red flag. Part of a statement reads, and I quote, "I woke up this morning with a very heavy heart. I am constrained to say that I am not happy with the way and manner our political elites are going about their request for the release of Mazi Nnamdi. The sense I make of the cheap scramble by Igbo politicians to be identified in the growing cause for Mazi Nnamdi freedom from prolonged and unjust incarceration is that they are merely playing to the gallery. It is obvious that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not entirely the one holding Nnamdi Kanu. It was not even former President Muhammadu Buhari, nor his erstwhile Attorney General of the Federation, AGF, Abubakar Malami San. All the AGFs, including the current one, are mere legal officers for the government. However, Kanu's matter is a security issue, which requires the involvement of a National Security Advisor, NSA, Nuhu Ribadu. The president may not have absolute authority to release Kanu, although he has the power to influence things if he so desires. Obidibo disclosed that the other powerful elephant in the room blocking Kanu's freedom is the British government, stressing that Kanu acted against British economic interests in Nigeria. He remarked that the British economic interest, which Kanu agitation was negatively affecting, has been enriching the government and people of Britain over several centuries, saying that although the fact that is well known to most Nigerians elite, they simply prefer to remain pretentious. Everything that Kanu said or did were done in Britain, being a British citizen. But they could not afford to arrest him on British soil because of obvious and potential backlash. What Britain did was to join in the international conspiracy to lure Kanu to Kenya, knowing that Africans lack integrity and respect for laws. They got him kidnapped in Kenya and forcibly and illegally renditioned to Nigeria. They could not have done that in any part. They could not have done that in any other part of the world outside of Africa without extreme repercussions. It is only on African soil that such illegality can take place, and his captors knew. That much and took advantage of it. So the British High Commissioner in Nigeria showed no interest in at least speaking up against the violent kidnap and rendition of her citizen. All the embassy was interested was to hear Kanu renounce his dream of a Biafra, probably with an undertaking never to support any such agitation in the future, he stated. The industrialist said Britain's double standards and hypocrisy betrays their long-term, destabilizing designs against Nigeria's socio-economic prosperity and independence. He stated, and I quote, "Here was the same Britain that in 1984 frustrated a forceful abduction and return to Nigeria of Alhaji Umaru Dikko, who was not even a British citizen at the time, but merely an asylum seeker in Britain." Britain continues to see Nigeria as the fertile farmland for free economic exploitation and political manipulation. They have no wish to relax their stranglehold, not now, not in the near future. So anything or anyone posing as a threat to her economic interest in Nigeria automatically become their sworn enemy. The industrialists expressed relief that Nigerian youth are gradually waking up to challenge all the existing frustrations, deprivations, and blatant exclusion arrayed against them from enjoying the natural endowments of their own countries. Of course, coming out to say you want to discuss Nnamdi or you want to make his release possible without looking at what they have been crying for, without looking at the root cause. That is, it is trying to, like, you're treating symptoms of a particular illness without treating the main cause of the sickness itself. Let's say you are, what's it called? You are lactose intolerant. What is causing you to be lactose intolerant? It is not just by not eating. You have to go. You have to find out why is this thing now like this? Once upon a time, I could drink milk, and nothing is going to happen. You have to find out what's the cause. Let him come out with any condition. Time will tell. You guys are a problem. Look at your other state man, my ass, best of the same feather. Why not go there and bring Biafra? We are better off being one Nigeria. It's the government that is punishing us and it is not successful. Well, it's your opinion, Sha. Opinion. Bro, you have spoken well, very well and quite intelligently. Africans tells us what the name of Africa means in any African dictionary. Until the meaning is interpreted, we will choose a better name that has meaning to name the continent in which Biafra finds itself. Actually, the writer may be right, but we have to blame our leaders who have no plans for development, but to loot and empty the country for the so-called Britain. The thing is, these people are for themselves, Sha. These people are for themselves and for themselves alone. They do not have plans for me and you. They have what? The plans to do what? To actually come in and enrich themselves and their cohorts, nothing more. That is just the fact. The only thing that will further the agitation is a peaceful conduct of referendum. The only thing that will stop further agitation is a peaceful conduct of referendum. I don't know why they're afraid of a simple democratic process. A referendum is not a crime. It must be conducted for peace to reign, otherwise Nigeria will keep boiling. Actually, these people do not care. And what he said is really making sense. What the writer said is making a whole lot of sense. Number one, you don't get to bring this guy out and, without looking at the main symptoms or what is the root cause of, why he started agitating. And you don't get to also, talk about it without talking about, okay, these people will be say, keep quiet. Anyway, for me, that's not even the cocoa. The cocoa is the root cause of what caused, the agitation, and find a long-lasting solution to it for peace to reign. All right, on this note, you have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest.